What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. At the second time trying, I think this is the live starting 11 prediction for tomorrow's game against AZ Alkmaar at Celtic Park. As the Europa League playoff, we come in it in good form. 4 wins on the spin now. Some brilliant attacking play on Sunday there against Hart, so you can really see what Ange is doing, and you can see the progress the team are making as the weeks go by. There's no doubt, though, that this is going to be a really tough test for us. Alkmaar are a good side. They finished third in the Eredivisie last year. They have lost a few key players, however, and I think they come to Celtic Park with a relatively young squad tomorrow. If you haven't seen it already, I just did a short preview with Michael from Football Orange on the channel earlier. You can catch that. It's like a 10-12 minute preview. He knows AZ inside out, so he was able to tell us how they're shaping up coming into this tie. Obviously, the news that everyone knows is that they lost their first league game at the weekend, 1-0, so they don't come into it in great shape, and I hope that sort of inexperience in the squad, we can really prey on that tomorrow, because the atmosphere is going to be fantastic at Celtic Park, you would think. I think even on Sunday, the atmosphere for a last 16 League Cup tie was absolutely superb, so I expect it to be absolutely fantastic again tomorrow. As I say, a lot to take for Sunday's performance. I think defensively there was lapses there, but over the piece we were absolutely fantastic, and the attacking play, the tempo we're playing at, the intensity we're playing with, is just absolutely fantastic to watch, and that's something that we knew Ange was going to try and bring, but I don't really think anyone thought we would see this amount of progress in such a short space of time. I mean, it's only really been 7 or 8 weeks that he's had with the full squad, and you can really see that progress already. So that bodes well, but as I say, this is going to be a big test for us tomorrow. We'll start with the goalkeeper, Joe Hart, who again lost 2 goals at the weekend but wasn't helped by the defence in front of him. I think as the games go by, he is going to grow in confidence. I just think tomorrow we need to sort of iron out any defensive lapses, because the difference between someone like Hearts, and I know we've played Dundee and Jablonec recently, and these home games where we've had good results, is that AZ are likely to punish us if we're sloppy at the back. So we've got to sort that out for tomorrow. At right back, it'll be Anthony Ralston. Another brilliant performance from him, particularly in that first half. At the weekend, I thought out of possession he was brilliant. He had a few excellent, perfectly timed tackles. Really good. I tweeted about this today, the merry-go-round with the right-back situation. The board are really fortunate that Ange Postecoglou has got a tune-out Anthony Ralston and has got him playing really well, because he's the only first team right-back, that we've got at the club, and it's gone on far too long, this right-back debacle. We should have had one in weeks ago, and we still don't, so we're very lucky that Ralston is performing for us and doing really well, because I dread to think we would be if he wasn't. I think the centre-half pairing will stay the same with Welsh and Starfelt. Shaky for Starfelt at the weekend. Makes a mistake for the penalty, then has a few really uncertain minutes, and then I think he loses his man for the second goal as well. It's strange because Starfelt's got this sort of unorthodox way about him. I don't know what it is. He's a bit hunched over, and I think he's actually quite quick, but he doesn't really look quick when he's running because his stature, I don't know, it's weird, his posture, I can't really put my finger on it, but he does look uncertain, and I hope he really does settle down. I've said this already, I don't know if it is just a case of waiting for him to settle down. I know we've had defenders before that have struggled to settle in, but I think you can see with the attacking players we've bought so far this summer, they've come in and hit the ground running, so I hope he improves. But listen, there's not been too many mistakes that are absolutely catastrophic, but he does have a few things to iron out in his game before we can really be confident with him going forward. Left back will be Greg Taylor. In midfield, I thought the manager might have a decision to make, because the increase in quality of the opposition tomorrow. Does he play McCarthy if he's ready, or even bring Sorrell back in, so the midfield can have a more solid look about it, and McGregor can move up one and play alongside Turnbull? But I just think that midfield three just now is playing too well to drop anyone, and I think at home with the crowd behind us, we've got to go and really try and get a good result to take into the second leg tomorrow. So I don't think the midfield will change. I think it'll be McGregor in that deep lying position. In front of him, the man of the match from Sunday against Hearts, Tom Rogic, and alongside them, David Turnbull. As I say, that midfield three are absolutely brilliant. They're playing really, really well at the minute, and I don't see any reason to break that up. I think maybe in the second leg, if McCarthy can get game time either tomorrow or at the weekend, you might think about putting him in, depending what the scoreline is, depending what the situation is going into that second leg. You might want to get a wee bit more solidity in midfield, but I think we've got to attack tomorrow, and we know that that's what Ange's all about, and I think that midfield really helps us, in the tempo we're attacking with at the minute is absolutely top drawer. So the midfield I expect to stay the same. Abada I think is going to be back available. I don't know if Ryan Christie will be fit, but I don't expect Abada, who's had a couple of games out, to come in and start the game. I expect James Forrest to start from the right hand side again. On the left hand side, I think if Abada was going to start, we might see Abada and Forrest and then Kyogo through the middle. But I think Edouard played really, really well on Sunday there, and I expect Kyogo to play from the left and Edouard to lead the line. I think Edouard, his body language, his energy, his effort, that was all there on Sunday, and it's really interesting to think about the impact that Kyogo's had, and whether his effort and the amount of work that he puts in, because you can't shirk the responsibility to press and to harry defenders and to make runs when the guy next to you is running himself into the ground. So I think the influence of Kyogo and Edouard was very evident on Sunday, and I thought the front three looked really, really dangerous at times. Kyogo, obviously, we know all about his qualities already. He looks like he's going to be involved in everything we do going forward. But that front three linked up really well. The first goal was a perfect example of that, and I think those three can cause Alkmaar some big, big problems tomorrow. As an attacking team, I think a few weeks ago when this tie was confirmed, we were all a bit hesitant, a bit nervous about whether Alkmaar would be too tough a test for us after getting beat by Midtjylland. But I think the progress that we've made in the last couple of weeks has really got people's confidence up. And as I say, I think we're going to go out and attack tomorrow. That's what we've seen from this Celtic team in recent games. The first half particularly, we've played at an unbelievable tempo and unbelievable speed. As soon as the ball's out of play or it's gone dead, we're getting it down and playing forward as quickly as we can. That is a nightmare to play against, and I hope that tomorrow against this young Alkmaar team, we can really make it pay dividends. That's the team that I think the manager will go with. Like this video, comment with your own thoughts below. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We will be back tomorrow outside the stadium with the full-time reaction and Twitter reaction as well. So join us for that, and wherever you're watching the game tomorrow, enjoy it. Cheers.